what's funny is like, okay, so you know those people who like really think they're good at something, like example singers. They're like, girl, I'm a great singer. And you're like, oh yeah? They'll post all their videos. They have the confidence of like Beyonce and they really can't sing, but their confidence level is so high and you're like, how are you so confident?
Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like it now.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another Vlogtober video. I hope you can, one, hear me and two, see me. So I have my mic for my little car ride and I have my settings on low light on the DJI, so it's kind of making it brighter than it really is, because if not, it is extremely dark when I leave the house and it doesn't get lighter until like I get halfway to work. But I just wanted to chat with you guys this morning. Hi, if you are just catching my Vlogtober videos, my name is Nichole. I am participating in Vlogtober, but I just like creating content, lifestyle content, motherhood content, content around my faith, and budgeting and managing my finances as a single solo mom. I'm also a teacher, so I am headed to work right now. And it's actually later than I normally leave the house. I had a very slow start to my morning. I was very tired last night. I enjoyed just winding down slowly and catching a few shows. And I slept in this morning. And sleeping in for me means sleeping past 6. I think I got up at like 6:10. And for me, that's late, especially if my son is home, because in order to get everything done I want to do in the morning, before I head out to work, I need to be up by 4:45, 5 at the latest. And so I slept in and it felt so good. My body definitely needed that rest. I could feel my energy kind of being really low this week. And so I tuned into that and listened to myself. And so instead of on Wednesdays, what I normally do is push through, try to get all the things done, I did the bare minimum. I made sure my video was edited. I made me a light dinner, like it was a salad, which that salad was not my favorite. It's something in it that I don't like the texture. So I'll probably just end up making my own salads from now on. I made my breakfast because I hadn't made my breakfast for the week. So I just did a few things. I also laid out my clothes, had my stuff ready for the next day. So getting up, even though I got up later, I was not disorganized getting up this morning. So I felt so much better, which is funny because I used to have our clothes ready for the entire week. Like that was my thing. I'd lay out Cole's clothes and my clothes for the entire week. And this time, I don't know what's going on with this school year, but funny enough, I'm not the only one who feels that way, so I feel a little bit better. So yeah, I just wanted to take it slow this morning and stay consistent, even though like my energy's low, even though I really just want to stay home and rest. Continuing to stay consistent, just changing up what consistency looks like, and I think that's important. Like at work, I am a consistent hard worker. I go to work, I do what I need to do, I push through my tiredness every day with my kids and with the staff that are under me. Some days it looks different than others. So I'm still being consistent at work, but I change what consistency looks like, and realizing that if I push through like that at work, I need to push through for myself. I was watching, was it LTKCon? And this creator was saying how she heard how these creators were, building brands and making money. And I don't necessarily think I want to build a brand. And if I do, I'm not even sure what kind of brand. I just know I want to show up for women, people like me who have a different path in life, whose lives don't look like everybody else's, but are just as important. And anyway, she was just saying how she looked around and she was like, what is the difference between me and all these women? And she was like, they just work harder than I do. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, I work hard, but I work hard to build things for other people because I have, like, I don't know, it's something I guess the Lord has just built me with, is I see something in people and I'm like, I want to tap into that. Like, I want to build that in you. Like that, I don't know what it is about me, but I just always have this desire to like pull out the best in people. Case in point, my son, when he started walking, when he was 1, and started playing around the house, I noticed that he was very musically inclined. Like he just would pick up things and start drumming. He loved every musical toy. He would turn on all this kind of noise and just like bebop and dance around. So I bought him a little bitty play drum set while we were out of town one time from Five Below, and he beat that thing. He loved that thing. He tore that little drum set up. So then I upgraded him and he took into that, and it was just like natural for him. And then I got him, you know, a little baby piano and a baby guitar, and he loves it. And now the band is like, at church is like, bring him up here with his instrument and let him play with us. He was doing drum lessons. Like, I saw that in him, and so I tapped into it. And I'm like that with everybody around me, even guys I've dated. I could hear their business idea. I'm like, well, let's do it. Like, what do you need to do to get to that point? And what I've noticed is I've always had faith in other people, and I always could see that in other people, but I never push myself. Like, I never see that in myself. And I was like, the difference between you and the people who are succeeding is they are believing in themselves and they're going for it. And so, yeah, that was just a good reminder this morning. And I would not have got that reminder if I didn't just take it slow this morning, listen to that while I was getting dressed, and just kind of being present in the moment instead of just rushing. And so, yeah, taking it slow today, sharing my random thoughts with y'all while I'm on the road to work. I just am I feel like I'm just really honing in on things that I would not have noticed before. And I do believe I've noticed this before. I just never got to the point of like, I'm tired of not reaching my goals. I'm tired of not seeing my growth and knowing that I have the potential. Like, what's the difference between me and the other people? I'm just not going for it. I'm not trusting myself. I'm not believing in myself. And what's funny is like, okay, so you know those people who like really think they're good at something, like example, singers. They're like, girl, I'm a great singer. And you're like, oh yeah? They'll post all their videos. They have the confidence of like Beyonce and they really can't sing, but their confidence level is so high. And you're like, how are you so confident? Like, that's how I look at certain people. I'm like, dang, how are you so confident? And I look at me, I'm like, why aren't you confident like that? You could be terrible, but be confident in your terribleness. Like, I don't know, just random thoughts for me this morning, you guys, random thoughts. But I will say I feel refreshed. I feel ready to take on the day. I'm so glad I had a slow start to my morning. Could really just, you know, sit and process things and think about life, and even talk to God and just be like, okay, here's where I'm at. This is what I'm feeling. This is where I want to be. And the other thing too, I think, is that I have always envisioned my life a certain way. And I have been grieving the life I thought I was supposed to have instead of nurturing and enjoying the one I have at times. And not to say that I don't enjoy my life, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, Lord, I know there's more for me. I know you spoke more for me. Why don't I have that yet? And so grieving that thing that hasn't happened instead of reimagining how it could look and happen. I don't know. Girl, I hope all that made sense. I hope you enjoyed this quick little car chat this morning. Hopefully something I said was encouraging and not confusing. Listen to some music as I head into work and just have a chat with the Lord and continue my slow morning. But thank you so much for tuning in for another Vlogtober video, a quick car chat with me, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.